Welcome everyone, Farmer Cop here. This is going to be episode 18 of my gameplay on Chellington Valley. If this is what you're looking for, please stay tuned. Alright folks, welcome back. So, big announcement, we got the seeder. So, we sold off, let's take a look here. We sold off a lot of our, let's go down here. We sold off a lot of our tritical. We're going to hold on to that because that can be fed to chickens in place of wheat, I believe is the answer. I believe in place of wheat. So we'll hold on to that. But we had 200,000 liters, you guys know, around that. And then I haven't sold any of this yet because I want this price to get up to about 600 plus. And then we sold all of our linseed except for we have 2,700 liters left. So we're sitting at 30 grand and we bought a $140,000 cedar. And then in addition to that, using the small cedar, we planted this with oilseed radish. So that's good to go. We also were able to fertilize with that cedar, so that one's good to go as far as that. Everything goes there. Yeah, we're not doing lime, so weird that only those two fields need lime. Lime might be fixed on it now. Anyhow, we have lime turned to off. That's off. We can leave that on, probably. Is there a reason I had that off? I don't think so. The lime required off, weeds are off. Yep, those ones intentional. Nothing we own needs plowing. We can leave lime off. But fertilized, so this is fertilized once. And then once we plow the oil seed under, it'll be fertilized twice. This one and this one we're going to plant oil seed on. And it should be able to go, he should know to go down the center, I believe, with his course. He should be able to do that. Let's take a look actually here. We can go settings. Yeah, so he's going to go up and down the course, so he's not set to bypass island, so he's able to go right over the area where we plowed in the new field. So, actually, let's set that back that way, back to there. So he's going to work on getting this done. This is a directorial seeder. This thing is fantastic. It holds, like, what, 4,000 or 5,000 liters of seed? 5,000, 6,000? Something like that. It holds a lot of seed, though, so he's making hardly any work out of this field. So we're going to let him keep chugging along. But yeah, I just wanted to bring you guys in to show you our new seeder here that we got. I'm going to get these two fields planted up with oil seed, and then I'll probably bring you guys back in the morning. I just need to get the baler put away. Got some other stuff here to get put away. Chickens are doing fine. Yep, chickens are doing fine. Everything's good to go for them, so I'm not even, yeah, tritical, there we go. So I'm not even going to bother with them until tomorrow. But yeah, so the series is going well. Yeah, everything's going good, guys. I think we're doing great on here. So we're just going to keep chugging along. And hopefully this episode we're harvesting carrots tomorrow, which, look at the seasons menu here. Where are carrots at? Carrots. Oh, we are in the, oh no. Oh no, we probably won't even harvest them until fall. So that makes sense that they're not ready to harvest yet. But yeah, but that is our goal, is to get those harvested today. Tomorrow we may, I hope we get them harvested this episode. If not, I mean, we may not. Because what I'm thinking is might have to happen here as far as everything goes. If I turn grass on, this might be ready to harvest tomorrow. If it is, then we're going to take care of that. This one we're probably done for the year. And I think, oh, actually 36 has hay on it right now. Oh no, I need to go check on the hay and see how it's doing. Let's go run over there. I totally forgot about that. We left it sitting out to dry, or no, not field 36. Yeah, this one doesn't have hay on it. This one is the one we had the hay on, which I can't tell if that's dried up all the way or not. We still have that thing on like such a long-term lease. I can't tell if that's dry or not. I might have to bring the baler over here. Let's do that real quick. Let's bring the baler over here and just hook it up real quick and see if that is good to go. We can just grab this tractor. But I'm just curious about it. We can always clean it out of the baler if we don't need it. I mean, I guess I could grab the bucket. That'd probably be the better way to go about this. I did put a little kind of track into this field. Right over here. I painted this little dirt track in. Now I know we're still technically going through a bush, but yeah, I'm gonna still use that as a little go-between there. I know some of you don't care if I drive through bushes and whatnot, but I'm gonna try not to if I can avoid it. Let's go hook up to this guy. Beautiful. Okay, we'll just head out this way. Oh gosh, I'm gonna be honest, guys. That Griffin, Indiana map, I really want to play on that. Oh, There's so many good maps out there. There's just not enough time for all of them. It's killing me. Oh, goodness. All right, let's head over here. We'll at least be able to give this a quick check to see if it is hay or if it's grass. Because if it's hay, then that's something else I need to get going tonight. I have that windrower out here, so we'll get it windrowed. I did upgrade on the live stream, we bought the seeder, and we also upgraded the engine to the Massey. That's why the money went down even further, but see, is it hay? Grass. Okay, still grass, so we're not going to bother with that. We'll just back up here. This is where we're going to need it next, though, so we'll put that right there. This actually is not a bad tractor to bale with, so we'll leave that out here. And we'll just worry about what we got going on out here. So that's kind of our goal right now. That's, yeah, it's plowed. Yeah, the lime is throwing me off. How it was saying all need lime, but nothing needs plowing because we plowed that in, so yeah, everything should be good to go. But yeah, we can leave plowing on. Eventually we'll want to get maybe a bigger subsoiler or a bigger plow or something, because we just have our little plow on our 4-meter subsoiler. And 4 meters on this takes forever. Not that, I mean, I guess it's not that big of a deal. I just kind of set a worker off to do it on course playing. They get it done over time. But yeah, so what I'm going to do is just, I'm going to keep working on, if I can hop back in there, keep working on getting this done. And I'll bring you guys back in probably in the morning unless something happens. But yeah, it'll probably be in the morning. So I'll see you guys then. All right, good morning, folks. It is time to hopefully see if this is hay or not. I emptied the baler using the F11 screen, so let's go ahead and see. Just get a tad bit of it in there. Is that just grass? Yeah, it's all just grass, isn't it? Ugh. Well, I will say this, though. So this dried yesterday all day. I don't think it needs to be tedded again. Maybe we should try that as well. I'm getting used to this new grass stuff that we got on here. But I will say this. The drying potential today is fantastic. So it should be just drying through all today. And then tomorrow, we have rain tomorrow, probably midday. So that's where we kind of need to start worrying about it a little bit more. Let's see here. And actually, let's make sure the chickens are doing okay. I know they need some food probably now. Yeah, a little bit of food. But for now, they should be fine until I get there. Let's go try windrowing again, or tedding again, to see if that changes anything. I'd be curious to see. Oop, don't need that. But doing anything to it? Oh, and kicking it around? I don't think so. Nope, just kicking it around. Alright. So, we just gotta wait for it to dry. A little bit longer, hopefully. I'm sure it's got to be drying today, because yesterday it dried all day, and I believe yesterday, if I remember correctly, the drying potential was really good with, yeah, the drying potential was really good with the ground and the grass and the crops and whatnot, so it should dry fairly quickly today, hopefully by about midday today or so, but get that dumped off. We'll leave this guy over here, I think. Perfect. Okay, and then carrots aren't good to go. Nothing else is really good to go, so let's get chickens taken care of. Where did I park the Massey? I don't know where I parked them. Let's just head up to the fuel point and then, oh, right here. I do need to get some stuff put away and taken care of, but other than that, let's go get, where is my, oh, I bet you it's over by the chickens. Never mind. So where's my transport tool? But I'm sure it's probably over by the chickens. Let's zoom over there real quick. Oh, geez. Well, that was, that was exciting. Oh, gosh. A little bit of a mess. How's their mess? Yeah, I'm not too worried about their mess. I mostly just want to get them food so they don't start starving. Still got some wheat in here. How are they doing on the amount of chickens? 429, yeah. I'll wait till they actually get it up to, I think it's 500 this thing holds again, and then we'll worry about them again. We're getting plenty of eggs produced. Beautiful. Perfect. They're good on, yeah, everything else is pretty much good to go. I'm gonna zoom in a little bit here. It's quite far from our tractor. I can, my mouse really is, I don't know what's up with my mouse. All right. Now, let us go. We'll just go refill this. I think there's just a little bit of wheat left in the silo, so I think it'll all fit in here. Woo! I'm gonna tip the tractor over again. Already rolled it over once. All right, we'll just head up here. Oop, whoops. Oh, that's right, that guy's in the way. Let's get this trailer put away real quick. Yeah, I think I'll put him over here. There we go. Anyhow, I'll get some stuff put away. I think that's kind of where we're sitting for now. I'll probably have to wait until hopefully we can get hay going today. Grab that extra little bit there. That's the last of our wheat. Might as well get this guy put away. I think I want to put him down here. Down at the bottom next to the other trailer or somewhere in that area. Right, close the cover on him. Perfect. Then we will park up over here. I might just leave him there for now. Now the one thing I was thinking, so we have this guy. I was thinking about buying like something like this to have around the farm. It's at 3 meters, not too much or too much different. Because if we had that guy sitting around the farm, then we'd have a little seeder. Just in case we wanted to plant anything that required a seeder, but at the same time, I almost think a planter would be more helpful for us to have around the farm. So it's a little bit more money. We'd probably just get this one for $2,000 more, 4.5 meters. Because that guy's pretty. Yeah, it's not too big, but this guy's and this guy probably still would. I think this one folds up. Yeah, this one expands out, so I think that one still fit pretty fine. But yeah, I think we'll buy that because when we sell our other seeder, we should get back around $30,000. So I think that way we just have a planter around, so we can plant carrots, onions as we want to, or as we feel we need to. Oh, $26,000 for that though. 6 meters, and that folds up. The thing is just the seed capacity, but oh, that also fertilizes while it goes too. Yeah, you know what? I've used that one before. I haven't used this one too much, so we're gonna go ahead and buy this. Oh, I don't have the money yet, so we got to go sell our other seeder first. That's okay. Where is the New Holland? I want to get these seeds unloaded. Do that up here so I can get them put away into our seed cart. There we go. I'll just hopefully loop around with this. It's not going to work super well. I need to get the header put away, actually. That really is a big deal. Oh. Let's knock that guy out of the way there. Beautiful. That actually worked out well. Yeah, the header fell off the trailer right there, which was just extremely inconvenient, but Let's go sell this guy off. Oh, geez. I'm getting in all sorts of crashes this morning. All right, let's go in here. Repair. And 36801. Perfect. So we're end up coming up a little bit positive from that. So if we go to the store, we will buy this guy. Okay, there we go. Now we can just plant, you know, crops that require planters. I mean, we can do corn, whatever we want to do on our little fields around the farm. So that'll be kind of a nice thing for us to have, I think. All right, well, I think I'm going to go ahead and just hang out and hope we have some hay here in a little bit, but I'll bring you guys back in once the hay's ready to go. All right, welcome back. So, part of our field is hay, I suppose. Not all of it, but most of it is. So we're going to try to just wind drill the part that is, and we'll leave that other part alone for now and the stuff around it. Hopefully that ends up, I mean, drying and finishing up what it's doing hopefully soon. As long as we're making progress, I guess some of this isn't perfect, but as long as we're getting a lot of it off the hill, we can always go back through and just make sure. But yeah, we kind of got this thing on a long-term lease, but I think after, if we end up getting another cut off that field, which we probably will, well, I say that maybe, we'll probably end up holding on to it till tomorrow. I'm just wondering if we get another cut off of, if we put grass on here, off of this field, it's possible we get another cut. I could also just cut it now and just take what we can get. It reverts back to the second growth stage, though, I think in fall, if I remember correctly. But we'll probably just end up holding out and seeing what happens, and then worst case scenario, we can just cut it again. But I think this thing's only a couple $100 a day to hold on to it. But that is one of the things we need to buy, which actually, do we have enough? I don't think we have enough money right now to buy one that I would want to hold on to. Yeah, 62 grand. I'd want to go at least that big, I think. I don't want to get anything super, well, 9.3 to 14.8. I mean, that's decent, but I'd probably want to go something this big, I think, just to make the investment one time and have one that's, you know, really good size. So it makes it really easy, especially just for time-wise. It'll just make it so much easier to get stuff done. But I think I'm going to go ahead and run a time-lapse of me doing this real quick, just getting some of this done, and then I will bring you guys back in, I think, after that. So yeah, I think we'll get a time-lapse done, and then hopefully get some hay baling done and be able to wrap up this episode here in just a bit. All right, well, we got that taken care of. So let's go ahead and do some baling. I figure we could just kind of chat. Maybe I'll tell a little police story or something here, and we can get some baling done. Whew, trying to think of a good police story for you guys. Yeah, being on day shift is maybe a little dry on my police stories. I'll be honest. I'm getting a little lax on them. Oh, I'm sure. I mean, right now I will say this. The main thing I've been, oh gosh, we're gonna have all sorts of stuff we're gonna have to pick up afterwards, but that's okay. I could not get this area really here to work the way I wanted to either, but that's okay. It'll all work out in the end. I'm gonna try to stick this out of the way because I'm gonna have to come back through here and pick up some of this. But no, so mostly what I've been dealing with on day shift, especially with the amount of snow we've been getting where I'm at, which I know everyone's getting snow. Texas is getting really hit hard, and a lot of places are getting hit hard that just aren't prepared or used to having that much snow. It's just been kind of wild. Thankfully, we're not, I mean, getting hit now. We're getting hit hard as far as snow goes where I'm at, but as far as response to it, we're kind of used to it. I mean, we get snow every year anyways, so we have the infrastructure in place for snow and cold weather and all that good stuff. So it's not as big of a deal where I'm at, but yeah, it's hard for a lot of people I know right now. I couldn't imagine. My family used to live in, or part of my family used to live in Texas. They recently just moved up here to be closer to me, but they live down in Texas. And I mean, Texas, that's a hard area, that where one of the areas that's having all the issues is where they used to live. So I mean, I'm thankful they're here, but at the same time, it's like I'm just, you know, praying for everyone down there. So if you're in Texas watching, or anywhere that's got a lot of stuff going on, man, drop it down in the comments if you want me to pray for you. I'm happy to do that. I mean, that's some rough stuff you guys got going on down there. I know Alabama, Louisiana, those places are getting hit as well. Even some places that are prepared for it are getting hit way harder than they're used to. So it's been hard. It's a hard time right now in the U.S. For a lot of different things, but right now weather especially is just really tough. But yeah, I hope you guys are staying safe out there. Sorry, not really a police story there, but just a little. Hope you guys are staying safe. Oop, there we go. I will say this here, but yeah, off of my collision story, I've had a couple recently where people have just, because of the snow and their vehicles not being, I would say, equipped or geared for the snow, they've run red lights and then collided with other cars. I had one, I think I told this story already, but I don't know if I told it on Chellington or not. I had a car that this girl was driving it, and she saw the red light, tried to stop for it, had what should have been ample time to stop for it, and just couldn't, just slid into the intersection and hit another car that was going the other way. Basically just about T-boned them. But anyhow, everyone was fine, so no one was injured, which is always a plus, I think, for me in a crash scene or a collision of any type, which, I mean, for a lot of people it is. Because I mean, at the end of the day, cars can get fixed, but humans are more difficult to fix and repair, especially if they're seriously injured. So but anyhow, so yeah, she was like, yeah, you know, I was having trouble stopping, so I turned on the 4-wheel drive, and I had to explain to her that, hey, that's not what 4-wheel drive's for. It's supposed to help you go. And then I looked at her tires, and her tires were bald, and I was like, and with your tires, it's not going to help you go either, so it's basically useless. You just need to get some new tires. Because her tires are just bald. I was surprised there weren't cords showing on the inside of them. And, I mean, I'm pretty knowledgeable about tires as well. Before I was a police officer, I worked as a tire changer. I worked at a tire shop, and I actually worked at a tire shop for 5 years, so longer than I was a police officer. I worked at a tire shop. Hopefully soon I'll be passing the mark to I've been a cop longer than I changed tires, but not that I think it's anything bad or anything like that. I really did enjoy my job. Hard on my body for sure. It definitely took a toll on my body. Not that I guess law enforcement is necessarily super easy on your body either. There's just different things that affect your body. But anywho, yeah, so I had that one, and yeah, I told her I was required to write her, because I'm required to write an infraction at the scene of a collision to anyone who's committed a civil infraction. I'm required to do some, you know, at least write a ticket for it. So I wrote her a ticket for failure to stop for a red light, because that's technically the violation, which as far as laws go in Washington, it doesn't matter what the reason is. It doesn't matter if you did everything you possibly could. If for whatever reason, because of the road conditions, your vehicle, anything, you couldn't follow a traffic law, you can get a ticket for it. You can get it's what's called strict liability. So normally for crimes, you have to have a mental state like intent, or, well, here are the ones for Washington. Either there's recklessness as a state, criminal negligence. I don't know why criminal's in front of it, but it's called criminal negligence. That's just the legal term. Then there's also intent and knowledge. So every crime has at least one mental state. Most of them have just one. And if you can prove a higher level mental state, for example, for reckless driving, or I should say negligent driving is probably a better example. For negligent driving, if you did it intentionally, I can still charge you with negligent driving, because if I can prove intent, it's above negligence. So in order from least to greatest, I always get knowledge and intent confused, but knowledge and intent are close to the top, and then comes recklessness, then criminal negligence, so kind of working the way down, but just how the mental states work. But anyhow, then there's strict liability, which strict liability just means if A, then B, which all that means is essentially if you did whatever the action was, it doesn't matter what your mental state, whether it was accidental or intentional. If you run a red light intentionally, accidentally, or because another car pushed you through the light, which I know that I wouldn't write a ticket for that, but I'm saying that's an extreme example that technically speaking, you would still be responsible for running the red light. So yeah, so that's just how traffic laws work. And she was super understanding. She's like, hey, you know, I appreciate it. I'm always very nice to people. I mean, you guys know kind of how my personality is. Most of the time when I write people tickets or arrest people, I'm not even kidding you with this, they usually thank me. And I make a lot of arrests, and not as much last year with all the world situation we had, but in general, I'm pretty proactive and I go out and do things, and most people thank me, which is a super strange concept to get thanked for giving someone a ticket or for arresting someone. But often they're like, well, you know, I just treat human beings like they're human beings. I know I've said this before on the channel, but if you treat people like people when you're a police officer, you're going to get a lot better reactions, a lot more cooperation, and then you're hopefully going to have to use less force and all sorts of other things. So it's overall just beneficial if you just treat people like people, which, I mean, I'm not perfect. I'm not trying to say I'm this golden angel of a police officer. I've gotten short with people before that I've been upset and stuff like that. I've had bad days. I'm not perfect. I don't think no one is. I'm not going to say that anyway. I was about to say, and most people aren't perfect, but no one's perfect. That's just part of being human. Yeah, I think I in general put forth an effort to try to be as kind and compassionate to anyone, no matter what they did. I mean, they could have murdered someone and you still, I mean, they're still a human being. Yes, they did something terrible and awful, but they're still a human being, which I think a lot of times is something that's lost in society today, which is really sad. But sorry, I got on a little bit of a soapbox ramp there for you guys, but oh, my Baling? Yeah, okay. Felt like I was going super fast, but it's probably because I was just up that hill. So I got to change the camera angle to be able to see what I'm actually doing here. We'll swing down this side and pick up some of these little bits I missed. But yeah, so yeah, anyhow, I just treat people like people. But no, then I had another situation recently as well. Someone ran a red light, probably because they couldn't stop. Now, they didn't admit that to me. I honestly think they lied to me. There was a lot of indicators that they were being deceptive, which it is what it is. If you're a police officer and you think people are never going to lie to you, then I don't think you should be a police officer. And if you're a police officer and you get upset when things don't go your way, or you don't catch someone or anything like that, you just shouldn't be a cop. You got to let it all go. You know what I'm saying? You just have to let it go. You can't let it drag you down. But see, I got all sorts of soapboxes. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's because I'm recording this after I got off work. But that could be the key factor in my little soapbox rants and whatnot. Oh, but anyhow, no, so I had this guy, he ran a red light, and thankfully the other girl, I mean, he said that the girl ran a red light in front of him and turned left in front of him when she didn't have a green arrow, and thankfully she had a witness that stopped, and honestly, thankfully on her behalf, because always it's just one word against the others, and I probably wouldn't have been able to do anything other say, I don't know, I can't prove it, I don't have any cameras or anything like that, I can't prove it, so it would have just been, they both would have probably had to deal with the collision themselves, but she had a witness that confirmed her story that she had a green turn arrow. So I wrote the other guy a ticket for not having for running the red light, and then also neither of them had insurance. So I warned them both for the insurance. I was like, you guys got to deal that one out. Normally I'd write for that, and I'm supposed to technically write for it, but I didn't write for it because I was like, you both are gonna have to fight that one out. And then yeah, I was like, you're just gonna have to take him if you want any retribution. Your insurance, you don't have an insurance company to help you, which normally they're the ones that fight it out for whose fault it is and everything like that. Since as a police officer, I'm not allowed to determine fault. That's not my job, not my responsibility, and I'm just not supposed to do that in general. But I was like, yeah, you're gonna have to take that to civil court. It's gonna be a whole mess for you to try to figure that one out. And she ended up getting injured from it, not severely. She was fine in the end, but so she ended up going to the emergency room in an ambulance. So I mean, an ambulance ride alone is going to be several $1,000s, so she's going to have some medical bills to pay for. And the other guy, I feel bad for him as well. You know, he made one mistake or wasn't prepared for the snow, or, whatever it is, something as silly as running a red light, and he doesn't have insurance or anything. And, because I've been in collisions before that were my fault, and, I made mistakes, and it is what it is. That's why I pay high insurance. But, I mean, I know now I'm saying that you guys are like, oh, it makes sense with your driving on your channel. No, I mean, I haven't been in a collision in a long time, to be fair. It's been a while, but not since I've been a police officer for sure. I've been in a collision, which not that it's necessarily an issue, but anywho, that's just my rant. Hopefully I didn't mumble too much. I feel like I mumbled a little bit in that. Things a little bit tricky getting this baby up the hills, but otherwise this thing's good to go. But yeah, we got some good hay baling done. I think that's a good progress on the, I can't talk anymore either. Good progress on the episode, I think. So next episode, we got to be doing carrots. I can't imagine we're doing a whole lot. Maybe a little bit of grass work here, but we got to get these carrots off the field. I want to get those going. And then maybe we got to start prepping our other fields to get them good to go. They probably just need some fertilizer. We don't need to worry about lime. So yeah, we probably should get some fertilizer thrown down on our fields and whatnot. But anyhow, guys, that is going to be it for me today. If you guys enjoyed this episode, drop a like down below. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button up on your screen to join. Oh, geez, excuse me. Join the Farmer Cop channel and turn on your notification bell so you don't miss any future videos I may post. This has been Farmer Cop. Thank you guys for coming and watching.